Oh yeah. Dressed to Kill Eve. The it's a pussy skirt on. Melissa Christine gave this to me. Awesome gift. Alright, I'm going to try my best for this. I'm going to Punchline to watch Joe Kanye on OK Boomer. But then it's also good because I'm like, alright, you should. I also have an SD card, which may or may not already be in the mail. Or it's like already in the mail, but might already be here. So I can probably get stuff filmed. Yeah. I'm just going to probably go right into... I have no working phone cover right now because I have... It's so weird. Like, and it must just be the slightest of difference. I had the phone that got ran over was like a Pixel 6a. And so like with that one out of use, I had like a cracked Pixel 7. And now I have a Pixel 7a, and they're all fucking different sizes. So like, I don't know what to do with all these not fitting phone cases. I'm kind of just like nestling this one in there just because of my track record with phones. Might as well just nestle it in something, but I can't use the buttons on the side if I do that, which is throwing me off. But I feel really appreciative and grateful to have the new phone. The refurbished Pixel 7. I also feel really grateful for the Pixel 10 coming out right as my Pixel 6 got ran over because it didn't make then all the Pixel 7s and 6 cheaper. Say what color of the lip gloss to wear. It's a big decision. I'm just going to jump into Purple Autobiography. I'm drinking a rum and Coke, but it's lukewarm. And I don't know what kind of rum is good with Coke because it's not really this one. All right. What's the most rewarding part of your job? I am currently I'm currently unemployed. I can stay busy, but like it's a rough world out there. I like wish there was a way just to like I wish there was a way that my skills paid, but there's so many like hoops to jump through and so many different things. It's like it's not easy out there. But we all are trying our best. Now that people don't want to pay for all of me. There's not a lot of me people want to pay for at all. That's okay. I hate myself. Why would I expect anyone to pay for anything for me? Like I don't know to even shred fucking paper. Although I always put my heart in. All right. So, but I will answer past tense. And I have a whole bit about like my favorite and least favorite parts about my job, which I wrote while actually like doing my job still. But I still will use those jokes and just use them in past tense. In fact, that's like kind of been some of, coincidentally, because I have like this group of jokes that I think will make up my special someday, and I run through them and see what's like funny and if I like can work on something. But the kind of bit I had on work shit, which like the names of those jokes would be outlets. So like my favorite thing at work was like that they had a lot of outlets. And then things about being a slacker. Like the floors of the bathroom, the different bathroom floors because it's like a big building. About like, oh yeah. Well, I don't want to give away too much of it because it's like a good amount of my set. And it's not a good amount of my set, but I'm going to be doing like I'm a lot-aholic, but I'm not a workaholic. I've always been a wage whore, not a work wife. But the most rewarding part of my job, to answer realistically, was being able to help people. I will say I like to help people, but I also like to be appreciated. And when I feel like, I don't know, like I'm being picked on and I know like, and there's different things. So what the state valued isn't what I valued. Like, and it's definitely a system that is more about profit. And I guess that's one way to think and live things. But like, I would spend extra time on the phone with someone if they were doing paperwork because they just lost someone and I could tell they needed some extra time to talk. I never the most rewarding part of the job was serving people and getting to be patient in a system that wasn't very patient with people. Even though it wasn't valued, at least I knew I was that. At least I knew I got to bring something to something that I believed in. Like, it wasn't I didn't believe in bureaucracy, but at least I got to be something in bureaucracy that I believed in, which is patient. And that's always something I could work on to this moment. How did you discover your career passion? I'm like passion and career are so separate for me. Like, comedy is my passion because it's the thing I'm able to create. And I think, like, it doesn't have to be necessarily even art that someone creates, but and then for teaching, that was just what my mom did, so I did that. It wasn't really a passion. It was just like the generation, it felt like that I like was in for my generation for high school was like college had worked out for some of our parents, and so they were really pushing it. And if it hadn't, they just imagined it definitely would for us, but it was kind of a scam. Especially like pushing a kid into it like too young, you're just gonna end up wasting money. And then how I started comedy, it's already been a long done it. And this, I don't want to go over it all again. Alright, let's get to the next page. So I got shit to do. I gotta drop off the dog, my parents' dog, feed the dog, and then drop off the dog. That's not mine, it's my parents' dog, but I'm not gonna be here, so I gotta bring it to my brother's. Also make sure it eats. It's a good dog. It deserves to eat. What's a work-related challenge you overcame? Did I overcome any of it? Look, I'm unemployed now. Did I overcome any work challenge? Quitting was a challenge. It's kind of fresh. COVID was a challenge, and I was like the only one kind of in office, and I was new to the state. And my personality doesn't fit the state. And it is like, in the end, kind of, I think, a good thing for me not to be there. Although I'm still applying at state jobs, applying at other jobs, applying. Waiting until I can challenge Brett Kavanaugh to a beer drink off so I can just get the position in the Supreme Court and be employed for life. I would judge so fairly. What's the best career advice you've ever received? I don't know. Let's see. Someday I hope to do something that I would never want to retire from. I someday hope to get paid for something that I like to do so much. I know not every day I would love to do it because that's like impossible, but something I enjoy and find satisfaction and like doing so much that I don't ever want to retire from it. I would, like, comedy is something that is the closest thing to that, but like, comedy doesn't pay. Comedy costs. For now. It's already doing like good in ways. I hope I live long enough to see it do better. I obviously will. It's like, is it going to be super uncomfortable in the meantime? Yes, it is. What do you wish more people knew about your job? That bureaucracy is a lot of bullshit. Like, there's so much stuff that could be taken done. There's so much shit that's just paperwork, and in terms of government, it's fair. It's even worse almost than like profit over people and planet. It's just like bullshit paperwork. There's purposely a thing I feel like made for things to take longer. Everyone's lazy as fuck, but that's okay. Like, you can't judge them. We're all lazy as fuck. Like, I'm lazy as fuck too. We're all lazy as fuck. It's just like, yeah, there's one thing, like at the state, the sometimes the higher up, now this is not perfect, but sometimes the higher up you do, the less you have to do, but it also depends on who you are, because if you like try and do the most for your job, you'll do more, and sometimes there's people that can do too much for their job. I guess that it's probably unnecessary. I don't think anyone should be fired, because like it is, what's not unnecessary is their families and them, they're like taking care of themselves, but a lot of bureaucracy is probably unnecessary. Who's had the biggest impact on your career? God, because I would never be brave enough to have left teaching until I got a personal miracle. And then that made me start to like kind of direct my fears and like frantic thoughts toward like a prayer form, or just like but and even though it's like not been like, oh yeah, it saved me, it's like, no, I had to do a whole bunch of hard stuff, but I'm so glad I did. I wouldn't have been brave enough to do that hard stuff. What's something people wouldn't guess about your job? It's not really what do you wish people knew about your job? What's something people wouldn't guess about your job? The multitude of amazing people who shouldn't like lose their jobs just because bureaucracy is bullshit. We gotta let people have a living wage. What the fuck? Again, we're valuing profit in like some ways. I guess I can't say all of it is bullshit. Because there's people who give quality work. I like, there's some good people. I'm not a bad person. Try really hard not to be. I'm not perfect. But like, who is? I'm not judging anyone for not being. How could I? I'm not. What's the funniest or strangest thing that happened at work? One time there was an earthquake at work, but I barely felt it. I thought someone like shook the back of my chair, and I was like, huh? Like, did someone come up behind me? And then my coworker was like, oh my God, Amy, did you feel that? It was a earthquake. I was like, whoa. We were on the 3rd floor. What's your proudest work accomplishment? Damn, like seriously, just like getting through it every day? No. I did the phones a lot at work, and I would get handwritten cards by people thanking me for like how I did on the phones. And I think in my time there, every handwritten card that came in about phones was for me and because of me. 5 to 6 years. But in the end, it's better for them for me not to be there. And it's better for my mental health not to be there. But like, jobs are like relationships to me. Who are your closest friends and why? Oh, all right. So here I am lamenting about job shit. Where I am blessed is friends. I have a variety of people, and I'm actually at the point where like I trust them. Like I would tell them anything. I've got my parents. I think I'm closer to my parents than I've ever been. Our like communication, everything is better than it's ever been. I've maintained friends since like childhood, on and off, because we go through our ups and downs. But I have like best friends that a best friend, and I would say another best friend that I've had since middle school, which is impressive. And like I'm grateful to have people in your life like that. My brother and my sister-in-law live next door, and they're having my nephew. I feel like glad that I have them both so close in proximity, and that's what I'm bringing the dog down to. And then comedy, like just such a variety of weird people, and I don't know. I hate to like exclude like comics and like the rest of everyone, because I think that we are all part of comedy, and there's people with sense of humor, and they are like equally important to comedy in terms of like, and like they're kind of us too, and they don't say things on a mic, but like just a freak show of amazing people, just like an eclectic hodgepodge of cornucopia personalities. Comedy has introduced a lot of people that I would tell basically anything to. Like, I don't, like, hey, I guess it's made me more comfortable with myself too. Having so many people that love me in my life has helped me to love myself. Although they say you should just love yourself without anyone loving you, it has helped to have people in my life love me and the loving of myself. Call me a little bitch for that, but it's helped. Apparently, not all of us just spurt out intrinsic love easily. How do you keep in touch with friends from the past? Well, I am really, really bad at, like, I reflect back, and, like, when I would get a lot of messages, even as young as 19 on my flip phone, I would, like, stress out. I've always been kind of, like, bad with messages, but I'm just, in that case, like, I like social media. Like, social media is, like, good. Goods and bad things, but one of the good things is that it's a way to keep in touch with people, and also it's cool because I can see what they're doing too. And yeah, I'm like, I feel good about, you know, I think everyone probably deserves, but, like, it's gonna have a little better than they do right now. But it's dope to see, like, the dope things that my people are doing, or just to see kind of what they're going through, even if it's, like, bad shit too. I like my people that are real online about struggles. So yeah, social media. And then, well, if you want to, August 10th, and then, I don't know, if anyone ever wants to come to the comedy show, I'll be like, hell yeah. But also, I gotta make more time to drive out. It is like, I'm like a piece of shit. I'm trying my best. What's a memory with a friend that still makes you laugh? Oh, I got so many. Every memory I have with my friend Caitlin involving juggalos. What makes someone a good friend to you? Like, they think I'm funny, or like maybe they don't have to get my sense of humor, but they're not annoyed by it at least. How has your view of friendship changed over the years? Oh, the value of it. I used to put way more value in romantic relationships because I don't fucking know. I didn't, no shit. I was a kid. When I was a child, I thought like a child. I acted like a child, all that shit. Like, just the value of, like, having someone that likes you, not because they're related to you or because they want to fuck you or they're in some kind of, like, committed fucking situation, but because, like, they genuinely like you. They just want to spend time with you. They maybe got some of the same hobbies. Like, we got some and maybe not others. Like, but, like, it's never going to be two exactly same personalities. So friendship is fucking dope. That's, like, the truest, I think, sometimes thing. Like, the most dope of things. The, like, most kind of, like, valuable of relationships. Although, all relationships are good to have. But damn friendship. What's the best piece of advice a friend has given you? I actually have on my phone, like, this thing my friend Caitlin sent me that is, it's like proverb level. It's so good. I want to get off the phone and look at it and come back, but maybe I'll just, like, write a note to start there next time, look it up, write it out, and then read it when I come back on here. Which for Resurrected YouTube will be like nothing, because this is my last will and testament, but honestly it's gonna be my forever cringe. because I'm here for a long ass time, but I'm standing behind it. Alright. So then I guess in that case, I'll probably get going because I got a dog to feed and a place to go and a dog to drop off on the way to that place I go. Dress to kill tomorrow. Hell yeah, stay golden. The spike. I don't feel as golden, but I'm optimistic tomorrow. But you know, that's just existing. I know. I'm going to try my best to be good no matter what. It's not ever easy, and very rarely is it even comfortable. But I'm going to stay good because I believe in that shit. Alright. Oh yeah. Maybe I'll see you out in the real world. Stay good.